McMaster-Carr is an amazing resource where you can go and search for the components that you need and download directly the models. If I was looking for an elbow, I could simply look through the search, choose which one best suits my needs, and then when I find it here in the catalog, I can actually go directly to the product's website. I can see the details listed, and then even better, most of you know this, we can also download directly a SOLIDWORKS part, and that's what I want to share with you and talk to you about today. So if I were to download this SOLIDWORKS part, what is it that I'm getting? I'm getting one of the nicest models you will ever see, and that is where we run into issues. Okay, so you've downloaded a beautiful model from McMaster-Carr, but before you use it in your assembly, here are 3 simple steps to get the most out of this geometry. Step 1, go to your system options, specifically under the document properties and the image quality. Most times you're going to see these sliders way too far towards the red in terms of the graphics triangles and the quality. If we move this slider below halfway, we're going to be saving ourselves a ton of processing power. And the circles are still looking pretty good. So that's step 1. Step 2 is you're going to want to make another configuration. Now you can name this the same as what you had before, but I would recommend adding the name Simplified. And what are we going to do with that configuration? We're going to just go and target any features that have unnecessary detail. So that's one of the big contributors there. And then these screws, you don't need those, and we'll go ahead and get rid of this cover. So that's step 2, simplify the model, make a different configuration. And the final one is super simple. All you got to do is make sure you save it. The older version files actually take more resources for SOLIDWORKS to convert. So we're just going to save this file, and with those 3 steps, we're going to be able to increase the productivity of working with these complex models. So I've made these adjustments to this model that I got from McMaster-Carr. How do I check and see whether or not I've done any good? One of my favorite techniques is just to start a new assembly and drop 2 of these into it. I will drop one and then I'll hold control, drag another one in, and then I will simply switch it back to the original configuration. So we've got all the detail and the simplified version. Once we have this inside of our model, we can do assembly visualization and we can switch to the performance analysis. These are going to give us 3 key indicators: total graphics triangles, SOLIDWORKS open time, and SOLIDWORKS rebuild time. If we look at the rebuild time, we'll see that the complex model took 0.72 seconds in order to rebuild. The simplified model took 0.11 seconds. That's 7 times less for the simplified model. But if we were to look at the total graphics triangles, that is going to be the load on your graphical processor. This one is at 17,634, and this one's only at 1,600. That's at least a factor of 10 right there. In terms of this simplified model is 10 times less burdensome to your system for it to work with. All of this adds up for larger and larger and complex models. If you're working with McMaster-Carr, take these simple steps to make sure you get the best performance possible working with these great models.